Hello, and welcome back to another Chris McPherson Show live. Watch along. It is a little bit of bonus NBL action on a Monday night. Cairns Taipans and the Brisbane Bullets. The battle of the cellar dwellers. 10th spot is on the line. Great to have a few of you in early, getting involved in the comments, of course. Make sure to get around the comments. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Say hello. Looking forward to this one, though. It was postponed because of the cyclone up in North Queensland. It was scheduled on Saturday originally. And we have been delivered an extra benefit with a Monday night game that we can bring to you. So happy days. Really looking forward to getting into this one. As I say, make sure to just let us know where you're watching from, what you're backing, what you're looking at. Plenty of interest in this one. Plenty on the line. The Sunshine Stoush, the two Queensland teams going toe to toe. Looking forward to seeing how it shapes for them. Only a few minutes away from tip-off in this one. Going to come at you thick and fast today. Looking forward to this. Which Cairns will show up? Which Brisbane will show up? Can Hunter Maldonado be the difference? Will it be Jack McVeigh? It's almost like a double points contest, this one. The Bullets have got an injury list as long as your arm and your leg. Taipans, they're riding high after Wednesday night's win, but undoubtedly some concerns with their local community after all of the cyclone impacts that have been felt. Sam Wardenberg a chance to shine here against the Bullets with all of their injuries out. Can the big man go to school? Put on a clinic here. It was a fair show they put on against last year's runners-up Melbourne United on Wednesday night in the Ignite Cup action. As I said, what a list of injuries for this Kansas side, Brisbane side. Casey Prather, Dakota Mathias should be back next month. Javon Freeman-Liberty, touch and go over the next couple of weeks. Tyrell Harrison, touch and go over the next couple of weeks. Lamar Patterson, his hamstring injuries got him out for the year. Sam McDaniel, again, February before he'll be back from a calf complaint. So we'll wait and see. We certainly thought that Freeman-Liberty and Harrison may have been a chance of coming back with his game being pushed back, but will they just save them for Hoops Fest? Time will tell. Looking forward to this one. Going to be a good matchup. As I say, plenty on the line. 2.5 minutes till tip-off. Cairns that win on Wednesday night did claw them off the bottom for the time being. But the one thing they know is the winner of this game will get their 7th win of the season and will sit 9th. The loser will sit 10th with a lot of work to do. So let us know where you're tuning in from. Let us know what you're looking forward to here. And of course, give the video a like and hit subscribe. Sam Wardenberg, 20 points on Wednesday night. He'll be a key cog in this machine. He's up against Jesse Edwards the other night. No obvious matchup tonight, so we'll see who goes to Wardenberg, who tries to get it done. What's the bets? Last game I cost you. Well, Mark, at the end of the day, you're a free man with free will. You don't have to follow my bets. If you don't like them, you're welcome to come up with your own. We dropped the video on Saturday with the bets for this one. So, again, mate, all your own man. Yeah, that happens, mate. At the end of the day, I'm just tipping what I think is value. I'm not tipping sure things. Well, it sounded, mate, you don't want my bets if they did you the other night. I'll just tell you what I've got on, whether you choose to go, and then you can choose from there. The wagers I have on, I'm just checking because they've carried over from Saturday. I've gone the under on this one. I've gone Jack McVeigh 3+3s, and I've gone Cairns -4.5 into McVeigh 3+3 No worries, mate. Good luck. As I said, that's just where I see the value. It doesn't mean they're guaranteed to win. Make sure to get involved in the comments, guys. Let us know where you're tuning in from. All set for tip-off here. The Taipans at home up against the Brisbane Bullets. They're all set. The Bullets are on court, ready to rock and roll. The Taipans mascots hyping up the crowd, and here come the Taipans, led out by Sam Wardenberg and Jack McVeigh. Let's take a look at the starting fives. So for the Bullets, it'll be Alex Dukas, Hunter Maldonado, Mitch Norton, Jacob Holt and Terry Taylor to start. The bench, Tane Murray, Tristan Devers, Callum Dalton, Jack Purchase, Towie Smith-Milner and Jensen Bradkey. So Holt will have the big man matchup, you would think. And then for the Taipans, Mojave King, Jack McVeigh, Andrew Andrews, Kyron Galloway and Sam Wardenberg, Lloyd McVeigh, Kyle Adnam, Admiral Schofield, Cody Statman, Jed Richardson, Marcus Lee, and Lachlan Barker are the bench. So we're all set and getting ready here. Tip-off moments away. Mitch Norton leads his Brisbane Bullets into battle here. Gonna make Galloway to go for the tip. And he wins it. Drops it back to Wardenberg. Lays off to Andrew Andrews. Andrew Andrews lob ball. Looking for Galloway in the post. Turns and finishes. First points Cairns. Hey, Nick. Good to see you, mate. Yes, it was under 180, correct. I had it 180 and a half, but same thing. Yes, that's correct, Mark. How you been, Nick? Going well? Just saying this Cyclone's given us a little blessing as the Bullets get a bucket back. Little blessing giving us an extra game on a Monday. Maldonado got the first points for the Bullets. Andrew Andrews looks for the lob pass. Doesn't quite work. Harvey King. Galloway in the lane. He's fouled. He took Brisbane. That doesn't surprise me, Nick. That's par for the course for you. Unders and the outsider. Andrew Andrews inbound from the offensive baseline. Another foul. That's 2 fouls in the opening minute given by Brisbane here. Andrew Andrews looking for the inbound from the baseline. Gives it. McVeigh wanders into the lane. Doesn't quite drop for him. Rebound taken by Dukas. A little bit of interest, just a bit of an interest bet. I like that. Maldonado slices into the lane, bumps off Andrew Andrews, and then just airballs it over the top of the hoop. That's not ideal. Andrew Andrews throws it in, just lobs up for Wardenberg. He gets a second bucket for the Taipans. Maldonado runs point here. Gives it off for Taylor. Dukas. At the top of the three-point line. Down for Norton. Pop pass over the top for Holt. Andrews marking Holt. Galloway tries to take the ball away. Maldonado's three-pointer with a step of space doesn't go. Wardenberg tracks back, takes the rebound. Andrews to Wardenberg down the right-hand edge. Hands off for Galloway, coming back around. Fires back to Andrew Andrews at half court. McVeigh makes a move, doesn't find him open. 5 on the shot clock. Galloway for 3, and he hits it. That's a nice, sweet shot from the top of the three-point line. They lead 7-2 early. 2 minutes 20 gone. Mitch Norton doing all the hard work himself. Doesn't get the bucket, though. Galloway comes away with it. Andrews' lane opens up. Maldonado does well to swat it over the baseline, though, as he goes to shoot. D-Max letting them play. Norton swings wide to Taylor. He shapes it a 3. Gets Andrews off a step. Cuts into the lane. Goes for the layup. Leaves it short. Contested ball. Andrews comes away with it. Another stop for the Bullets. Andrews wide. Galloway from the right wing for 3. Doesn't go. Ball handed off from Dukas to Maldonado. Little cut move. Spins into the lane over the top of McVeigh. There's 2 points back for Brisbane. 7-4. The Bullets, the slowest starter in the league, averaging 20 points in the first quarter of their matches. Andrews sets Galloway up in the lane. Nice little roll of the wrist. Another 2 points. 9-4, 6:30 remaining. Terry Taylor getting it done. Goes to the hoop, but it spits back out. And it's swatted away on the next attempt from Holt. Norton draws a foul going into Galloway. Galloway to close the space. It'll be a shooting foul, I think, too, so the Bullets will go to the line. Got Cairns first quarter. You're off to a good start, AJ. How are you, mate? Good to have you back. First bucket's good for the free throw. Excellent. Horseman, how are you? Good to have you with us. 2 from 2 from the free throw line for the Bullets. Harvey King working 2 defenders. Tries to set McVeigh up with a good one-on-one matchup. Doesn't quite work out. He's now up against Maldonado. Spins baseline side. Leans back in. Takes the bucket. Makes it look easy, does Jack McVeigh. Maldonado looking for options. Puts it across to Taylor. Taylor up against Andrews. Taylor for the Bullets. Driving in. Gets the edge of the lane. Bounce pass for Maldonado. Tries to finish. Doesn't get there. But he gets a foul. Foul called on Kyron Galloway. Maldonado at the line. The former Southeast Melbourne Phoenix player. He's playing with them up until mid-January. Speaking of that, Troy Brown Jr. separating with Adelaide today. Yeah, I think Cairns, if they can capitalise here and just keep their momentum, if they play half as good as they did against Melbourne, free throw goes, then they'll be right there. Brisbane have a lot of injuries, Brett. That's their biggest challenge. Very light on for big bodies. Interesting to see how they handle Admiral Schofield once he comes out there, especially if Cairns go a double team of bigs. Andrews, bounce pass in, Galloway dunks. Just can't get the power and the presence in the paint. This week, 3-point shot for Maldonado. I would say we'll do Thursday night this week because there's no Tuesday or Wednesday night our time games because all the teams are flying over to Perth on the West Coast. They've got like a weekend where they have all the men's and all the women's games in the one venue. So they'll be a little bit later as well as Cairns get another bucket this time, Wardenburg. 4:40 on the clock. So we'll do Thursday because then I've got a stag party over the weekend for a friend who's getting married. Smith Milner's out there. He's their one big body. Thrown back out to him, but turned over. Quick ball firing out. Maldonado gets a touch on it. Sent some rotations out and have Cairns. So Cody Statman. Yeah, so it'll be a later game. So where this one's kicking off at 7:30 our time, I think it's a 9:30 tip-off. Oh, nice inbound for McVeigh, and he just takes it to the hoop himself. They lead by 10 early here, Cairns. I think Brisbane have now called a timeout. They have. That's the thing, though. They don't have that much of a speed advantage, Brett. Cairns are reasonably mobile, even for their bigger bodies. So you reckon Cairns winning the first 2 quarters, AJ? I mean, Maldonado's been a good boost for Brisbane, but as I said, that injury list for them. You got Prather, Matthias, Javon Freeman, Liberty. So there's 3 imports. Tyrell Harrison, their star big. Lamar Patterson, Sam McDaniel out as well. Anyone can turn up on any day in this league. We know that. 4:23 to go, 17-7. Brisbane inbound from their baseline. Lob pass over for Taylor to the left edge. Hey, Joe, how are you? You got 100 to go under 44.5 in this first quarter. Little fumble from Maldonado. He gets it back, turns away, draws a foul. It'll be 2 on the line. You're looking okay at the moment, mate. It'll be close, but you're looking okay at the moment. Fouls aren't helping you as Maldonado goes to the line again. Maldonado hits the first. 4:09 on the clock. And hits a second. He's got a nice free throw action. Does Hunter Maldonado. They have done that before this year. They're down 25 in the second quarter over in New Zealand earlier this year and came back and won it. So Andrew sweeps around, lays it off for Wardenberg. He turns down the open 3, brings it into the edge of the lane. 5 on the shot clock. They swing it around. Statman can't get it to go. Maldonado's going to try and do it all himself, and he does. Gets another bucket. 6-point ball game. 3:35 on the clock. 3:30 now, AJ. As McVeigh gets another bucket the other way. All of a sudden finding their range, these 2 teams. Some rapid points there, not looking great, Joe. Taylor gives it off now. Maldonado drives the lane, little pop pass. Smith Milner's there and it drops. Now they're working the key Cairns. Getting into the paint here with Galloway. Wardenberg sweeps around but can't get a free look. Ball popped back in. Statman takes it to the hoop. 21-13. 2:45 on the clock. Now Maldonado working it around on the 45, coming inside to the edge of the lane. Doesn't get it to go, but fouled again. He's drawing some fouls. (21-13), 2:35 on the clock. Gets the first. Can't get the second. It's batted out of bounds by Cairns. No, he missed the first. Sorry. Apologies. I saw that go in. So free cheeseburgers for the Cairns fans. Code word tactics. Do I ever watch any NBA games? I watch a few, not a lot though, because they're generally during my day when I'm at work. So Smith Milner gets a bucket and he'll go to the line. 2:30 on the clock. Joe, this has been an absolute flurry. Rocco Zakarski. There's a good name. Another one of the NBL alumni. Smith Milner gets the additional bucket. What is he at Minnesota now? Zakarski. No, he's 19. Oh, turnover ball, Cairns. 2:12 on the clock. Brisbane working it. Taylor thinks about a 3. Decides better of it. Drives into the paint up against McVeigh. Spins around over the top. Little jumper doesn't go. Rebound taken Cairns. 2 minutes on the clock. What time is it here? It is 7:50 p.m. Cairns, nice little fadeaway jumper from Wardenberg. Yeah, Zakarski left the Bullets. He went to go into the draft through the Next Stars program. Now Statman trying to go over the top of Smith Milner, doesn't get it, but Wardenberg's there to clean up. They get it back out to 9 points. Big trouble. One minute and 12 seconds, Joe. You need some misses, my friend. There's Mitch Norton missing. That's a good start. Oh, little fumble. A little slow up. A minute on the clock. Yeah, you did some misses and no fouls. Wardenberg for 3. That does not help. That is drained on the 45 from the left edge. That's disappointing, AJ. Brisbane now. 3-point shot from them. Up, air ball. They get the ball. Fade away, no look. Batted down. Statman can't get it. Taylor has it. 3-point shot for Dukas. No, he brings it into the paint. And a miss. Maybe, just maybe, Joe. Five on the clock. Can Cairns get their last bucket here? They swing it wide. They swing it again. McVeigh for a 3. No, he's going to cut in. He turns it over. And Joe, that is the great escape. I don't know how you did it, but you did it. And it's always good because normally it's the bad beats, not the good wins. Oh, hang on. Hold the phone. There's a conversation going on here. Oh, so there is a foul here. A foul called against Brisbane. Mitch Norton. There'll be 0.4 on the clock for Cairns here. Only 0.4 seconds. So they're going to have to catch and shoot. This would be one of the worst beats of all time if that happens. They are side ball midway in the offensive half. 28-16. I agree, Nick. I want to see Joe get this one. Let's get a win for the show, the crew. Oh, 4.0, not 0.4. Hang on. I'm just trying to wait and see. We're seeing. No, it is 0.4. Never mind McVeigh with a no-look shot. Oh, that didn't miss by much. But it did miss, Joe. You're home and hose this time. It really is quarter time now. 28-16. That was nervous for me, and I didn't even have the bet on, Joe. Well done. Glad to see someone's got a win in the comments early. course, if you're just joining us, make sure to hit like on the video, get involved in the comments, hit subscribe as well. It's a win for the battlers amongst us. Thought Astro might have been on tonight. Looking forward to that college football playoffs final. A bit more concerned about who can't stop Sam Wardenberg, to be honest, but yeah, Miami have defied some expectation, I think, to get to this point. But the job Indiana did on Oregon was pretty wild in the Peach Bowl. Indiana have won both their games by, what, 35 and 34? Second quarter, under 47.5. You're going again, Joe. Oh, aggression. I like it. But yeah, look, Miami's got some scalps. I think Indiana will win too, but I never say never in those big games. Some weird things happen. It'd be a choke if Indiana don't win, I think it's fair to say. Not far away from the second quarter here. Let's see what comes of the second. Cairns money line for the second quarter, win the second quarter. Yeah. Good to see my Heat continuing their slide today. You got Miami, Nick? You love an outsider. Tell you what, I was a bit disappointed yesterday. I know you guys aren't necessarily big cricket guys, but New Zealand playing India, and I had New Zealand at $5.40. And it came down to the last 7 deliveries, came down essentially to the buzzer. Yeah, I couldn't believe that. I was disappointed. 5.40 in a 2-horse race, and it nearly got up. It was NBL style stuff. No, not yet, is it? So, I mean, obviously with a lot of the Indian and Pakistan expat community, it is. There's quite a few of them around sort of Florida and then down to the Caribbean. Offensive foul called against Brisbane at the start this second quarter. Yeah, I enjoy the baseball as well. I've been following the Braves since the 90s. I had some good times in there. Cody Statman going to work. Swings it off now. Marcus Lee's out there. Goes to the hoop. Gets the bucket for the Taipans. Lead by 14. Biggest lead of the day. Holt trying to find an option. Lays it deep to Dukas. We've got a travel called on Holt. He has not had a good start to this second quarter. He's been called for an offensive foul and now for a travel. You're not laughing at my Braves, are you, Nick? What about this? Andrew Andrews has 7 assists already. We've played 11 minutes of basketball. And he's on the bench. Marcus Lee. Next best player on the court has 1. Jack McVeigh. Sweet play. Statman pops it back to McVeigh, who just steps between 2 defenders. Goes to the hoop again. Make that 16. McVeigh up to 8 points. Wardenberg's got 11. Maldonado now. 8:30 on the clock. Gives it off to Taylor. Turns it to Maldonado, who's deep towards half court. He drives straight into the lane. And we've got a foul on Admiral Schofield, who's just taken the court. Brisbane under 17.5 for the quarter. All right. It can't be as bad as the Breakers the other night. What was that? 4 points in a quarter they scored. Took them 7 minutes to score. Thought they got a 3-pointer and it got wiped back to a 2. That was embarrassing. Now Maldonado trying to do it all himself. Draws the foul from Marcus Lee. See what I think he sold that one, but hey, they all count the same. Maldonado, smart basketball, is at the line for the 3rd time today. Misses another one. He looks so. Ever since I said that he had a nice free throw shot, I think he's missed 3 in a row. He's getting the yips. And another miss. Dear, oh dear. He is 3 from 8 from the free throw line. Bull at 6 from 11. What's that? 54%. Andrew's little spin move. Goes up and decides to take a shot himself. Falls friendly. Going back towards half court. Terry Taylor steals it. He's going to go to the hoop. Get one back for the Bullets. 32-18. 7:45 on the clock till half time. Make sure if you haven't already, please hit like on the video. They need to stop fouling. Maldonado's a master in selling the fouls, I'll be honest. Speaking of Maldonado, he just strides his way down the lane and gets a bucket again. 32-20. Cairns is going to call a timeout. All right, AJ, we'll see you in the 3rd quarter, my friend. As I was saying before, we're looking at probably Thursday night having another game. It'll be a later time slot. So I don't know how that'll work for a lot of you guys in the US. It'll be Sydney versus Brisbane, so it could be a bit lopsided. Waiting for the timeout to wrap. So try and have a Hoops Hype episode again, previewing with all those bets. So for guys like you, Marco, that want those bets, I'll try and get that up a couple of hours before the match on Thursday. Oh, out of bounds there. Satan for life, yeah. We're going to have a bit of cricket content coming as well on the channel over the next couple of days, which is going to keep us busy, as well as our regular soccer and then tennis as well, because we've got the Australian Open getting ready to get started. Terry Taylor just steps around the outside here, goes to the hoop. Brisbane close it back to a 10-point game. Didn't quite get out to the 20 that you wanted there, Nick, but 16's decent enough. McVeigh now driving in. He gets it done. He gets one back. He's up to double digits as well. Maldonado's got 11. Imagine what he could have if he could shoot from the free throw line. Terry Taylor. He's got 11 of 22. He probably should have 15. Taylor just waltzes through the middle. Gets a bucket back for Brisbane. Keeps it at 10. Three players are responsible for 22 of Brisbane's points. I think that sums up their challenges. No depth in the squad. Andrew Andrews goes to the hoop. That was aggressive. 5:55 on the clock now till half time. If you're just joining us, make sure to hit like on the video. Get involved in the comments. And hit subscribe. Terry Taylor crossing over, steps up. Can't get it to go. Andrew Andrews bats it down for Galloway. Now off to McVeigh, who leads it down the right edge of the court. Couple of crossovers. Swings it to Andrew Andrews at the top of the three-point line. Gets plenty of space. Takes a look. Doesn't get it to quite go. Bobbles out. Cairns shooting at 63% so far. McVeigh almost forced a turnover. Taylor comes away. They swing it wide. Jukers for three. Fakes. Steps across to his left. And doesn't quite get it to go. The ball go out of bounds. It did. Off Cairns. So it came off Galloway. So be Brisbane inbound. You're getting well out in front, Joe. I think there'll be one of these quarters that's going to tick over by a little bit. I just don't know which one it'll be. Holt gets it done. Back to a 10-point game. We've seen here so far. 20 points so far, a halfway point of the quarter. Galloway drives into the paint, tucks it under his arm, and then takes it to the hoop. He's also up to 11 points now. He's at 100% shooting. Does bat the ball out of Maldonado's hands. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Brisbane ball. Maldonado wants the foul. Still muttering about it as he's off to the bench. Norton on. Divas out there as well. 3-point shot from Dukas. Doesn't go. Mojave King takes the rebound. Fires it off for McVeigh. Switches across to Wardenberg. He shapes. Pulls back. Galloway just cuts through the middle. Gets another bucket. Back out to a 14-point lead for Brisbane, for Cairns. And he's drawn a foul as well. So we go to the line to make it 15. 4:13 on the clock. I can see now why Maldonado was upset before about that call. A little bit of blood drawn when he got clipped. Free throw is good. 41-26. 4:12 on the clock. Quieter in the chat today than usual as Holt takes one to the hoop and slams it down. I love putting out these milestones on the coverage. 100 career points for Jacob Holt. Don't know how many games that's over. Open three for Galloway. Doesn't get it to go. Leaves it short. Smith Milner takes the rebound. Bounce pass in. Holt goes again. And they're going to call a foul there. Be a shooting foul. He'll go to the line. So, a timeout now. $13-point margin. Brisbane will be at the line when we come back. Just need a couple more buckets before half time, Nick, and you'll almost have your margin. Excuse me, guys. It's been a big day. 41-28. I don't want that margin. Mediocre teams are going to foul, Mark. That's how they do their D. sloppy. 69, so you got 18 points to work with. 3 minutes 40, that's okay. Brisbane 6 from 11 from the free throw line. Now, it's not going to be the NBA mark. That's the realization I've definitely come to. Just not as, I don't know, it's immature. I just don't think they're as smart about their body positioning. Certainly defensively. Holt gets the free throw. .340 on the clock. He's got plenty. Hello, Tone. How are you, mate? Good to see you again. Holt drains another. 11-point ball game. .340 on the clock. Darren McDonald moving some chess pieces. McVeigh gets the ball here from Wardenberg. One-on-one dribble. Taking on Tane Murray. Swings it wide. Andrews open three on the left. Can't get it to go. Smith Milner parries it down for Terry Taylor. Smith Milner takes it to the left. Divas is. No, sorry. That's Murray. Now he hands it back. Smith Milner. Norton drives through. Doesn't get it to go. Galloway comes away with the rebound in partnership with Andrew Andrews. 3 minutes on the clock. Wardenberg thinks about loading up on a three from 45 degrees. McVeigh takes it over the top to him. And Wardenberg takes it to the hoop and gets two. Under pressure, but he gets it nonetheless. 43-30. 2:45 on the clock till halftime here. Hasn't been a thrilling classic just yet, but we know these games have a way. Oh, Smith Milner, what a bounce pass. Norton. Shocker of a shot, but they're going to call a foul on Andrew Andrews. Just going to see where the fouls are stacking up here. For Cairns, only Statman has two so far. Everyone else on ones and nuns. Holt has two for Brisbane, so no one in real foul trouble just yet. And that's the thing, these teams aren't getting into the bonus. They're just getting fouled in shooting areas. So Norton at the line. Gets the first one. Brisbane so far, none from 5 from three-point range, and there were 7 from 12 from the free throw line before this. And now 8 from 14. He misses the second, and McVeigh gets the ball. Lays it off to Andrew Andrews, who's wide on the right. He sweeps across the top of the three-point arc, goes into the lane, swings it out now for Statman for a three. Doesn't get it. Taylor takes the rebound. Maldonado's back out there. He carves through the middle and then just lets go of the ball, but it comes off the hip of Marcus Lee. Some really simple pieces and then some really silly pieces going on at different points. Maldonado finds Smith Milner. 13 on the shot clock. Norton for three. Doesn't get it. Wardenberg takes the rebound. McVeigh back for Andrew Andrews for three on the 45 from the right edge. Doesn't go. Cairns just taking pot shots at the moment. Maldonado swings it. Taylor thinks about the three, steps in against Wardenberg, fires it back. Smith Milner, he thought about three as well, decides better of it. Tane Murray up against Marcus Lee. Gets across him, gets swatted down and manhandled. Quick ball from McVeigh to Andrew Andrews. Goes to the hoop, gets two. 1:33 on the clock. Should be good with that 87.5 from here. I think it's 6 buckets in under 90 seconds. Maldonado, little mid-range jumper and just airballs it and leaves everything, but the referee says he was fouled, so he'll go to the line again. He'll be having nightmares about going to the free throw line though, Hunter Maldonado. He's 3 from 8. Since we wrapped Andrew Andrews earlier, he's hardly seen another rebound, another assist. He's only up to 8 now. Maldonado gets a free throw. Second one drops, 2 from 2. 12-point ball game, 1:21 on the clock. How are we feeling, Nick? We still think we're a chance? As I said, we'll have the Kings and the Bullets to kick off what is called Hoops Fest, the weekend of action in Perth, where all of the men's and all the women's teams will play their weekend fixtures at the one venue. Ball turned over. That's a sloppy one from Cairns. Maldonado will go to the hoop. Doesn't get it done, but again is fouled. Hunter Maldonado is absolutely getting fouled left, right, and centre. Now being fouled. I think that's the 7th time in this game. 57 seconds left on the clock. Starting to find his range now. Gets the first. And the second. 45, 35, 57 on the clock. Now Statman going to work. Sweeps from the right, back to the centre. Gives it off to McVeigh. Pops it for Admiral Schofield, who'll just take it to the hoop uncontested. Nice work from the American import. Good line, good finish. Maldonado wide on the left here for Brisbane. Trickles across, gives it to Taylor, who's out on the right. Here's a little crossover through the legs, fumbles it, and McVeigh takes it away. 5-second differential shot clock to game clock. 20 seconds on the game clock. McVeigh managing it, just dribbling the ball outside the three-point arc. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McVeigh against Norton. Little spin away, gives it wide. Statman's going to have to go for 3 points from way downtown. Doesn't quite get it. But Admiral Schofield gets the rebound. No, shot clock was gone, they say. 2.4 on the clock, shot clock violation. And what are we going here? We've got a top Brisbane using their last time out of the half. Yeah, under's looking good there, Mark. Well done. Another win for the crew. Yes, it will, mate, unless something absolutely outrageous happens. There's 2.4 seconds on the clock before half-time. And you're at 82. Well, that's a start. Jack McVeigh hasn't even attempted a three-pointer tonight. Cairns 2 from 11 from the three-point line as we sit in this timeout with almost no time left on the clock. Hunter Maldonado leads all scorers at this point. He has been to the free throw line 12 times already too. Taylor inbounds. Oh, they had to add a little bit of time there to the clock. Got it back up to 6 seconds. Norton thinks about it. Maldonado for 3. Airballs it. And that will be half-time, 47-35. Winner, chicken dinner indeed, Marco. Let's run through the scorers at the break. Starting with the visitors, the Bullets, 15 points for Hunter Maldonado. Also got 2 rebounds and an assist. We then go back to Jacob Holt and Terry Taylor, both with 6 points each. Holt, 3 rebounds and 1 assist. Taylor, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. And then Toby Smith-Milner, 5 points and 1 rebound, 3 assists. They're your main players for the Bullets so far. For the Taipans, Kyron Galloway's got 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. Sam Wardenberg, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Jack McVeigh, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. And then Andrew is the other one to talk about. 4 points, 1 rebound, 8 assists. Some good numbers in this first half. Cairns have the ascendancy, but we've seen weirder things happen in the NBL. We're going to take a little bit of a break. We'll be back with you with the second half. Don't go too far. We'll be back in about 8 to 10 minutes as we get ready for second half action in the Battle of the Cellar Dwellers. The Sunshine Stoush Cairns up against Brisbane. All right, we're all set for the second half here. Joe, I see you going the unders again, going third time's the charm, chasing some more. Look, if the third quarter's unders as well, I'll be quite happy. Just need my man, Jack McVeigh, to fire up some threes. As it stands, though, the Cairns Taipans have led for nearly 19 minutes of this match out of 20. The Bullets are yet to lead it. It's Taipans' ball here. Only matters who leads right at full time, doesn't it, Nick? That's all that matters. We've got Galloway, King, Andrews, Wardenberg, and McVeigh out there for Cairns. For Brisbane, it's Maldonado, Taylor, Dukas, Norton, and Holt. The two starting fives all back out there. Missed bucket for Cairns. Brisbane come away with it. Maldonado lays it off for Norton. Norton running the point. Maldonado the shooter. Maldonado now at the top of the three. Swings round to the 45. Gives it to Terry Taylor, who spins away. Tries to lob it over the top for Holt. And Wardenberg's calling for foul. Just tuning in, make sure to hit like, get involved in the comments. And we'd love it if you hit subscribe if you haven't already. Bullets working it around now. Maldonado fires it back. Dukas slides into the lane. Up and over for two. Ten-point ball game, 9:16 on the clock. McVeigh peels it back. Mojave King pushes into the paint, gets the bucket and one. Chance to bring up the 50 for Cairns. Good offensive night for the Taipans so far. Hey, Wayne. Thank you, mate. Happy New Year to you too, my friend. Always enjoy bringing the commentary to you guys. I said before, we'll be back on Thursday night. It'll be a late start. It'll be, what are we now, 8:30 our time. So it'll be about an hour after this time on Thursday for you. The start of that one, Sydney versus Brisbane. Try and drop some hoops hypes across the weekend around other commitments as well. Holt goes to the bucket, swatted away by Wardenberg. He's left prone on the ground. Didn't get that free throw just before. 3-point shot for Galloway. He hits it. They're stretching them out now, Brisbane. And the Bullets will take a timeout here early in the third quarter. Quite a bit of content coming at you guys over the next little bit, as I said. For those minority of you that are cricket and tennis fans, certainly plenty there. Many on the line tonight that are into their tennis. Grand Slam action coming around with the Australian Open. Got some Davis Cup in February as well. That'll be good. The current schedule has us, as I said, Thursday night, Sydney and Brisbane. We'll then be back the Thursday after. It'll be a week between drinks at this stage, unless something else opens up for us. Then we'll do a double header on the 22nd of January, which will be Sydney, Tasmania and Perth, Cairns. Then we'll be back on the Wednesday and the Thursday the week after that, the 28th and the 29th. Might try and pop in, depending on time, a couple of Tuesday night WNBL games there as well. We'll see how we go. Let's see how we go. I was going to do one tomorrow night, but all the teams are in transit to Perth, so the traditional Tuesday night WNBL not happening. Terry Taylor over the top for the Bullets, gets some points back. That's crucial. Now the Taipans. McVeigh. Galloway goes for another 3. This one finds the front of the rim and lands right in the breadbasket of Holt. He gives off to Maldonado. 8:08 on the clock. Ah, Joe, that'll do it. Oh, you just have to be patient, mate, and see how you go. Foul drawn. Terry Taylor will go to the line here. Shooting foul. Angle was horrible on that. He missed it. Almost didn't even get the inside of the rim. Pushed across on a 5-degree angle across the rim. There we go. Gets it on the second. 8 minutes and 1 second on the clock. 53-40. Swung back now. Galloway goes into the paint. Gets it. Another 2 points for Kyron Galloway. 55-40. They're keeping the advantage. Kyron Galloway up to 19 points already. Taylor for 3. There's a big blow for Brisbane. That's better. He taps the veins. Yeah, Nick, you don't want me shooting, my friend. I'll make these guys look good. At least Taylor's got him a 3. That's 1 from 8. Andrew Andrews at the top now of the 3-point arc. Drives in. Over the top, holds it up. Underdoes it. Wants a foul. Doesn't get a foul, but it'll be out of bounds off Brisbane, so it will be Cairns Taipans ball. Andrew Andrews is quite a melodramatic individual. Kyron Galloway. 10 on the shot clock, I was going to say. Then we've got a foul. And the bench has got a warning too. King swings it wide. McVeigh for 3. There's the first of them. That's what we want to see. We want to see him get going. Nick doesn't, but I certainly do. 58-43. Brisbane will count the bucket, will they? And Maldonado will go to the line. $19 points already in just over 3 minutes in this quarter. You might have dodged a bullet, Joe. You might have dodged a bullet, my friend. Just joining us, would love it if you hit like on the video. Hit subscribe as well if you're enjoying it, and get involved in the comments. Maldonado gets the extra point. 12-point ball game. Andrew Andrews swings it out wide for Galloway. Slices in. Tries to flick it with a little creative pass for Marcus Lee. Terry Taylor comes away with it. He cuts into the paint. He's going to get up. He's going to get over. He's not going to get it down, though. Sam Wardenberg's going to end up down on his back on the boards. Andrew Andrews. He is clutching his ankle. That is not a good sign. Oh, as he came down, he landed on the foot of Taylor. Really uneven surface, and that is not a good finish. Only just seen him come back from an injury in recent weeks. Hey, Jay, good to see you, my friend. 58-46, thank you. 6:23 on the clock in the third quarter. Wardenberg is being helped off down the tunnel. That is a bad sign if you're a Taipans fan. Nick, not that you take joy in anyone's injury, but that might just be the break. Hopefully it's not a break that Brisbane need. McVeigh misses a 2-point jumper. Short pass in, Maldonado to Taylor on the edge of the lane. Spins away from Schofield, gets past, and gets the points. It's a nice move from Taylor. He's looking good tonight, Terry Taylor. We're going to have a timeout here, and as they look back at Wardenberg, he's going not only down the tunnel now, he's going into one of the back rooms. We'll see what comes of that, though. 10-point ball game, 6:02 on the clock. He's under 46 and 48 this quarter. I still doubled down. You're a fiend, Joe. You're a fiend. What are we at so far this quarter? 24. So they're going at about 4 points a minute. So that's not 6 points a minute. That's not what you're looking for just yet. You want them to slow up. Wardenberg's boot or shoe is off. A lot of concern being shown by the medical staff. Andrew Andrews goes to work now for Cairns. 10-point ball game, 5:55 on the clock. McVeigh, no look, turn away 3, doesn't go, but he's fouled. And he'll go for 3 at the line. He also landed awkwardly, but he's got up okay. So that's 3 free throws at the line. Do I have an NBL team, Jay? Yes, Sydney. Sydney Kings, mate. McVeigh gets his first. 11-point lead. Misses the second. Came in a little too hot, too flat. He does have quite a flat trajectory with his shots. Goes a little deeper with this one and gets another. Used to be Newcastle when they had a team, Jay, back in the day. Newcastle, Hunter Pirates last time they had them, but it was originally the Newcastle Falcons. Maldonado with a little acrobatic aerial move. Doesn't quite get a bucket, though. How's the heart rate going, Nick? Andrew Andrews gives it to Jack McVeigh. He drives in against Dukas, sweeps around. Statman going up and under. Dukas crossover against Schofield here. Beautiful stuff. Gets them back to a 10-point ball game with 5 minutes on the clock. 60-50. 28 points so far, halfway through this quarter. Did say we'll probably get one of the quarters going a little bit higher here, Joe, but we'll see whether they continue this rate. Cody Statman slides into the lane. He's got 3 defenders around him, and it spins around and around, and it drops. 62-50. 4:34 on the clock. Statman up 6 points. Hunter Maldonado takes on the whole team, lands a bucket, and gets a foul. Maldonado up to 20 points now, leading all comers. Literally went through McVeigh, Schofield, and Lee. And I'm still not sure where the foul is, but they've given it nonetheless. You've doubled down on Brisbane, Nick. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Hunter Maldonado might need to get 40 for them to win. He's up to 21. Andrew Andrews sweeping around, meandering across the court. Gives it to Marcus Lee. Back to Schofield. Andrew Andrews. McVeigh sets the screen, tries to get the different matchup. Andrew Andrews. It's a travel called against him. Norton going back the other way. 4 minutes and 1 second on the clock. Now we've had a technical foul called on Andrew Andrews. It is all happening here. Bizarre times. If you're just joining us for the first time, please hit like on the video. Get involved in the comments. Let us know where you're tuning in from. That's Smith Milner. Gets it back to 8 points. Are you practicing your putting? There you go, Jay. A little bit of golf happening. Little step back jumper from Taylor doesn't go. So Cairns continue on, leading by 8. McVeigh. Smith Milner all over him. Lob ball for Marcus Lee. They swing wide. Statman. Does he go the 3? No, he pulls back. Hey, AHK. Oh, nice little feint. 3-point shot doesn't go, but Statman gets the rebound over the top for 2. Will it drop? No, it doesn't. 2 missed shots. There are some amazing courses here in Australia. There's some really average ones too, to be fair, but there's some amazing ones. Oh, Maldonado with another just swirling hook of a shot. Gets it back to 6 points. He's on 23. 23, 3 and 3. There are some good ones in New Zealand. Yeah, there's some really nice ones in New Zealand. The perfect climate for growing golf grass, that's for sure. Some nice ones here that are good for 6 to 8 months of the year, sort of mid-range sort of courses. Then we've got some very luxurious ones, especially down around Victoria. Three minutes on the clock. 6-point ball game. Brisbane in possession. Maldonado takes on Galloway, gets up and over and gets another bucket. That's 25 points. You might just get that 40 points that I suggested, Nick. So 38 points already, still 2 minutes 41. Maldonado's off to get some more treatment. Having trouble with his hand where he copped a knock earlier. Gonna be Cairns ball. Andrew Andrews, one of 2 players with 3 fouls for the Taipans. Smith Milner, speaking of fouls, just blatantly fouls. On Andrew Andrews. Not to Maldonado, looks like he's in some real discomfort there while he's getting some treatment. Andrew Andrews gets the first free throw. Both teams in the bonus now. Two from 2 for Andrew Andrews. Brisbane is winning, so it's all good anyway. Oh, went the wrong way there. Let's go. Looks a bit better. Andrew Andrews had the mid-range jumper if he wants it. McVeigh for 3. Oh, doesn't quite go. Offensive foul against Andrew Andrews. That's his 4th. Key turnover as well. No worries, Jay. Good luck with the putting, my friend. Brisbane, quick ball movement. Smith Milner for 3. Doesn't go. Andrew Andrews hooks it back in. Comes off Divas last, and it'll be Cairns ball. McVeigh inbound. Goes to Andrew Andrews. Minute 46 on the clock here. I think we're going to get away with the unders again. Pepper, how are you? Thanks for joining us. Smith Milner now, 90 seconds on the clock. 6-point ball game. Brisbane are trying to fight back. They're keeping Nick interested, that's for sure. And then Terry Taylor makes it a 4-point ball game. Look out, Cairns. Andrew Andrews. Game's going well, thanks, Pepper. How are you? Galloway, McVeigh. You can't have enough on it on a winner. There's 2 points back for Cairns. 6-point ball game. 45 seconds on the clock. 27-second differential shot clock to game clock. Brisbane straight away get another one. Need under 48. I think, yeah, it's at 46 now. You don't want a bucket here. Cairns working it round. McVeigh, 5 on the shot clock. Drives in. Up and over, and unfortunately, that is that bucket you did not want. Joe? Is Kelly Leo Pepe okay? Well, Kelly's playing for Sydney, but I believe Kelly's out for the season. Smith Milner for a little mid-range jumper finds the top of the backboard, and that will be 3/4 time. So, yeah, Leo Pepe is out for the season with that knee injury. So we won't see him back this year. 48.5. You've absolutely gotten away with that one. Did you have 2 bets in that one, did you say? 48 and 46? But it is 68-62 at 3/4 time. I follow Sydney too, Pepper. Yeah, okay. Well, that's not too bad then. Pretty much break even. That's good for you, Joe, sorry. Let's have a look through the numbers here. That's all right. And you've got your unders for the final quarter. So there we go. Hunter Maldonado is lighting it up. 25 points so far. If he could shoot from free throws, he'd be even more dangerous. He could be up to 30. 25 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. And then Terry Taylor, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals. We go then back to Holt and Smith Milner, both with 6 points. Holt and Dukas both with 4 rebounds as well. They are leading the way with those numbers. For the Taipans, 2 players on 19, McVeigh and Galloway, both on 19 points. Galloway, 19 points, 5 rebounds and an assist. Jack McVeigh, 19 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Andrew Andrews has got 6 points, 2 rebounds and 10 assists. Sam Wardenberg, 13 points, gone off with that ankle injury, 3 rebounds and an assist. They are the major getters. 6 points for Statman as well, 2 rebounds and an assist. So it's going to be an interesting finish. It's getting closer. 6-point game at 3/4 time. If you took the under 180.5 pre-game, well, what are we chasing? Less than 50 points in this, or 50 or less points in this last quarter. Great to have you all with us. If you're joining us for the first time, like I think Pepper is, correct me if I'm wrong, Pepper, make sure to hit like, get involved in the comments, and hit subscribe. Love having you along for the journey. 1/4 of basketball to go. Bullets ball, and we're underway in the 4th quarter. I'll take the scoreboard. I always forget that. It's out of bounds off the leg of Kyron Galloway. You're going hard. You're swinging for the fence, Joe. Brisbane working it around. Back in for Holt. Fumble. Harvey King takes a quick break. Doesn't get it to go, though. .28 seconds gone. No points yet this quarter. 3-point shot from Brisbane. Doesn't go. They're good for the unders. Could do with some Jack McVeigh threes, though. Still need 2 from him. Now we've got Andrew Andrews in for McVeigh. McVeigh swings it back. Andrew Andrews fakes the 3, drives into the lane, gives it off for Marcus Lee, who slams it home. 70-62. 1 minute gone in the fourth quarter. Maldonado. See what, if he can put up 8 to 10 points this quarter, he'll go a long way towards setting this table for them. But he gives it off to Holt, who gets the bucket. 6-point ball game. Andrew Andrews moseying across the court from left to right, gets the 45 on the right, cuts back, pops it out for McVeigh. McVeigh up against Maldonado. Hunter putting the job on himself to defend it. They swing it around wide. Harvey King draws a foul from Mitch Norton. 8:27 on the clock here. Andrew Andrews, Kyron Galloway. They spent way too long inside the 3-point line for my liking. Fires it out. Andrew Andrews for 3. Drains it. Nothing but net. That's a big stroke. I think we've got an N1 here as well. We do. So Andrew Andrews will go to the line to make it a 10-point ball game again. And that it is. 10-point lead for the Taipans. 8 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. Brisbane working it down court through Hunter Maldonado. He cuts in, fires it out. Terry Taylor for 3. Doesn't go, but Brisbane parry it unintentionally across the baseline. So it will be Taipan's ball. McVeigh gives it off to Andrew Andrews. Galloway runs a sweep. Back to Andrew Andrews. McVeigh looking for the screen. Gets the pass out, bounce pass instead. Reverses up against Maldonado. Fires it out. Norton bats it down. Gets it out in front to his own advantage. Gets the hoop. 2 points back for Brisbane. 8-point ball game. 7:37 on the clock. Cairns will take a timeout. Just keeping you in with a sniff, Nick. They're keeping you in with a sniff. You happy for it to come down to the wire? I know, mate. I know. You can't win them all. I just know you're floating around there in the comments, mate. And I enjoy having you there. It's good. Always the positive vibes. Let's be honest, it's the NBL, so we do get a little bit of crazy. Seen a few of them this year. Just for those of you playing at home, as I said, we've got a Hoops Fest coming up later this week, which means that all the games are being hosted at Perth's Arena over 4 days from Thursday. So it'll be Sydney and Brisbane on Thursday night, Perth and Illawarra Friday night, Cairns and New Zealand Saturday afternoon, Melbourne and Tasmania on Saturday night, and then Sunday afternoon, Adelaide versus South East Melbourne Phoenix. So we'll see how that all shapes. They'll also have the women's games over there as well. Are they doing any games in the USA? No, just all here. So they did them, I think, last year. They did a couple of teams went over for preseason games. Bullets get another 2 through Maldonado. Oh, 3 left short from Galloway. Chance for Brisbane here. Under 7 minutes on the clock. Maldonado fires it out. Taylor thinks about the 3. Goes up over the top. Somehow deflects. Friendly for Holt. Doesn't get it to go. And Marcus Lee takes the rebound. Yeah, I'll if they do it again next year, I'll go again. I went this year. It was pretty awesome. So yeah, it's interesting. It was great to see Zion for a little bit of basketball. Yeah, we did. My wife and I went down and we made a weekend of it. So we went to that. Also saw our soccer team, Newcastle Jets, play in the Australian final, which was good on the same weekend in Melbourne. But yeah, got to see Zion in action. He's a big boy. Lee leaves this one short, but he's fouled in the act. 6-point ball game, 6.5 minutes to go. Miss for the first one. Misses 2, does Lee. That's not ideal. Ball out of bounds off Cairns. Brisbane ball now. 6-point ball game, 6.5 minutes. Maldonado slices through. Hez, good to see you. Andrews now working at 6-point ball game, down to almost 6 minutes on the clock. Three-pointer from Andrews. Doesn't quite go. Terry Taylor with the rebound. Don't think Mike McVeigh 3 threes is going to happen. Taylor, mid-range jumper, tips it home himself. 4-point ball game. Is this game right now? Yeah, it's live now. Pepper. The Sydney will be back in action on Thursday night. They'll take on Brisbane. King swings it wide now. Andrews is on the ball. 5 on the shot clock. Pops it into McVeigh. Mid-range jumper. Drains it as Jack McVeigh does. 6-point game. $5:18 on the clock. McVeigh's up to 21 points. Taylor on the ball now. Over the top, Taylor gets it done again. He's coming into his own, Terry Taylor. 4-point game. Taylor's up to 22 points. Maldonado 27. They're responsible for 2/3, I should say. I was not going to say 3/4. That's not great maths. JT, yeah, Wardenberg is off and in civilian shirt. Ankles strapped up. McVeigh gets up and under the bucket, swinging around in the post. Oh, Maldonado, beautiful. Crosses over 1, crosses over 2. Doesn't quite drop, but he gets the foul. I thought he might have got the N1 then. Yeah, JT, Sam Wardenberg is injured, unfortunately. Landed awkwardly coming down. His foot landed on another player and opponent, Terry Taylor's foot. Rolled his ankle, so hopefully it's just a light sprain. Maldonado gets one at the line, back to a 5-point ball game. Remembering the Bullets have not led this game at any point tonight. Maldonado 2 from 2, 4-point game. Andrew Andrews trickles it down the left flank. Cuts across the right edge. Directing Marcus Lee into the arc. Admiral Schofield's out there. He returns the ball 1-2 with Andrew Andrews. Andrews gets the edge of the lane, swings it wide. Statman for 3. Doesn't go. Taylor swats it down. It ends up coming away with Mitch Norton. My, oh my, this is going to come down to the wire. They don't need to lead until the last seconds. It's exactly right. It's only about who leads at full time or the end of overtime even. Imagine that. Don't even lead for a second of regulation time, then win it in overtime. Mitch Norton, that is just absolute aggro to draw a foul there. I think it's going to be baseline ball though. No, they're going to say it was a shooting foul. So we'll go to the line to make it a 2-point game. If you're just joining us, make sure to hit like on the video. And if you're enjoying our content, and you're appreciative of the updates, we'd love it if you hit subscribe. Gets the first one there. So we've got Galloway, Andrews, and Maldonado all on 4 fouls at the moment too. So interesting time. Game ends 84-86 Brisbane. Well, that'll pay my unders bet. So this is the next one, Norton. 3-point ball game. So you got Cairns only scoring 3 buckets in these last 4 minutes. McVeigh. Parried up, stopped. They get the interception. Terry Taylor coming into his own. Norton takes it across half court. 3:36 on the clock. Norton open for 3 if he wants it. He does. Doesn't hit it though. Takes it out of bounds. 3:29 on the clock. Everyone is going to miss everything. Everyone is going to miss everything. That would be interesting. Oh, a miss from Cairns there. Brisbane with the ball. Smith Milner for 3. Bricks it. Taylor, though, gets the rebound. Swings it out, looking for Dukas, but Admiral Schofield picks it up. Now Andrew Andrews. 2:52 on the clock. Step back for Andrews. Drains a 3. 81-75. That is nice shooting, Andrew Andrews. I think you'll find Brisbane will take a timeout. They do. Yeah, I don't think my parlay is going to hit with the 3. Andrew has too many Andrews in his name. Yeah, his parents were in a real imaginative bunch, weren't they? Maybe his dad had a stutter when he registered his name. Cairns have led for 36 and a bit minutes. So, anyway, timeout as I was saying. So, yeah, so this weekend, got a Hoops Fest all over in Perth. We've got the NBL and the WNBL. So let's have a look at this, how it all lines up. We can get there in a moment. There we go. So on Thursday, you'll have Perth and Bendigo in the WNBL, into Sydney and Brisbane in the NBL. Unfortunately, due to other commitments, I can't do the double header. Then on Friday, Geelong and Sydney in the WNBL, into Perth and Illawarra. On Saturday, you'll have Southside Flyers and Adelaide in the women's. That will then go into Cairns and New Zealand, Melbourne and Tasmania, triple header. Then on Sunday, you'll have Townsville against the UC Capitals from Canberra in the women's, into Adelaide and Southeast Melbourne, Phoenix. So you get 9 games of basketball across 4 days. That is absolute. One beat, one city, one all ball. That's the one. That's the catch cry. Maldonado in for Taylor. 2:28 on the clock. 6-point ball game. 5 on the shot clock, and they fumble it. Cairns come away with it. The Taipans. Andrew Andrews. Happy to manage the clock at this point. 6 points is a good margin. Gets the ball in the man's hands that they wanted in. McVeigh drives into the paint. Spins away. Corner of the lane. Leaves it short. Norton takes the rebound. Brisbane quick to move. Dukas for 3 and drains it from range. 81-78. Alex Dukas, ice in his veins. Second 3-pointer tonight for Brisbane. 3-point ball game. 1:50 on the clock. Swing it wide. Statman carves into the middle. Little fumble. Back to Andrew Andrews. 4 seconds on the shot clock. He needs to get one away. Steps back for 3. Leaves it short. Airballs it. Lee couldn't get it away. 1:34 on the clock. 3-point ball game. Brisbane ball. That's what you need to bring yourself over for, Nick, is something like that. That's what the fans can do. Get over for Hoops Fest in one of these years. It's a real thing in the Australian sporting landscape. We do these weekends where all the games are at one venue. Smith Milner for 3. And he hits it. We're tied up. 81-81. 1:22 on the clock. Nick's getting up and about. They still haven't led yet this game, but they're getting close. They tie it up. Cairns take a timeout. The big man drains his third attempt at 3 for their third 3 of the evening. Now Cairns, what do they do? McVeigh runs a screen. Ball to Marcus Lee on the left on the 45. Gives it off to Kyron Galloway. Andrew Andrews. He'll step back for a 3. Drains it back. 84. There's the 84 you said. So that'll be no more points from Cairns if you're right, Nick. I'm about 1 inch from my TV right now. And Maldonado's fouled. He'll go to the line with 52 seconds on the clock. That's a tough one. Intrigued they're not challenging this, to be honest. They're going to run with it. 52.6 seconds on the clock. Maldonado at the line. 3-point deficit. This is Game On. If you're just joining us, make sure to hit like, get involved in the comments, hit subscribe. Maldonado hits the first. Tell you what, he spent enough time at the free throw line today. You should know exactly what's going on. This will be his 18th free throw. The next one. And he gets it. 13 from 18. And we've got a 1-point ball game. Remembering the Taipans led by as much as 16 in the second quarter. 43 seconds on the clock. Cairns know they need a bucket here. Someone hand you a cigarette. Oh, dear. An offensive foul here. Well, that works well for you, Nick. They're going to review? No. Marcus Lee gets his 4th foul. Maybe they are going to review. Everyone's sitting down. Let's have a look at this replay here. Tell you what. Yeah, I think Looks like Lee's got his feet set. I think this might be falling back in favour. No. Coach's challenge unsuccessful. You got it right there, Nick. Brisbane ball, 37 seconds. Maldonado knew exactly what he was doing there, though. You can't tell me otherwise. He's done it a couple of times tonight where he's just been too smart, and that's the second time he's got Marcus Lee. 84, 83, 37.2 seconds on the clock. One timeout left for Brisbane, none for Cairns. The Cairns Taipan mascot is getting up and about. I'm very confused as to how he's running. I've never seen a snake with legs. Anyway, moving right along. Maldonado, does he take it all on his own back here? Tries to, spins away from McVeigh, fadeaway jumper, misses it all. 2-second differential, shot clock to game clock. Norton. Is he going to foul? No, not at this stage. There he does. Fouls with 11.8 on the clock. He had one to give. No, he didn't have one to give. That ticks him into the bonus, sorry. So, Cairns to seal it out here. He said it's going to be 86-84, but Cairns are at the line, Nick. So you're back in Andrew Andrews for none from two here. Either way, you're going to be pretty close to this score. They've already given up the burgers. Home side here. Let's go. Andrew Andrews. Hits one. Adam Ford running down the sideline to get Cody Statman ready to go. Here's one's overtime. I do not want overtime. I'd like to go to bed, to be honest. I'm not enjoying this game. Brisbane take their last time out. 3-point ball game, 11.8 on the clock. Just join us. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. It's great having you all with us. And a big thank you to all of you who are regular, returning, faithful viewers. It's great to have you here. This makes it feel like we're just watching some hoops with some mates, which is nice. 86-83. Oh, Nick wants overtime now. You just want to hang out for a little bit longer, Nick. Interesting. Marcus Lee and McVeigh are leading the discussion here. Adam Ford listening more than talking. Wardenberg looking a little dejected or disappointed, understandably so, with that ankle injury earlier in this game. He's doing well up until that point. 13 points, 3 rebounds and an assist. All right, here it comes down to the last 11.8 seconds. Brisbane advance the ball. I'll take it into the offensive half. Maldonado inbound to Taylor. Gives it off Smith-Milner. Fakes the deep three. Taylor, the deeper three. Doesn't go. Norton. McVeigh turns it over. Little layup. Gets it done. Seeing what they're calling here. I think it'll be 88-83, the full-time score. No, they're going to say they didn't get the shot away in time. 86-83. Wasn't quite to be. The unders salutes. Not much else did out of our bets, but a good evening nonetheless. And Cairns consign Brisbane to a tough road to get themselves off the bottom of the ladder. It was a good game. Thank you all. Let's run through the scores. Maldonado put up 31 points. Gallant in defeat. Terry Taylor, 22 points. The two of those, 53 between them. 8 points for Holt, 7 points Dukas, 6 points Norton, and 9 points Smith-Milner. Rebounds, leaders, we had Maldonado with 6, Norton with 5, Dukas and Holt with 4. The assists, 5 for Maldonado, 8 for Terry Taylor. And that's about the measure of the tape for the Taipans. Kyron Galloway went quiet late. He had 19 points in the third quarter, didn't get any more in the final one. Jack McVeigh led the way, 25 points. Andrew Andrews, 18 points, 13 assists and 2 rebounds. Big double-double for him again tonight. Wardenberg, limited minutes in the end, only played 21 minutes because of that ankle injury, 13 points, 3 rebounds and an assist. McVeigh's full stat line, 25, 6 and 6. And that is about it. Katie Statman got 6. He was, again, got some early run, but didn't close it out at the end. Big thank you to you all for tuning in. Make sure if you haven't already, hit like, hit subscribe, get involved in the comments. Enjoy your next few days. And as I said, we'll be back on Thursday night for the Brisbane and Sydney game. But until then, stay tuned to the Chris McPherson Show for plenty more sports content, basketball, cricket, soccer/football, bit of tennis as well, and much, much more. But a big thank you again, and we look forward to talking to you soon. We'll see you very, very shortly on the Chris McPherson Show.